All right, welcome back to another WeatherXM update, this time with Andrija, one of the community managers here at WeatherXM. Dog, welcome to the show.
Hey Nick, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to shoot a video with you, man.
Yeah, it's super cool. We've gotten to work together for a while now, and it's been nice to kind of tag team out the like what's going on with community because there is a lot going on. Before we start and get into all of that stuff, tell me a little bit. Who are you? Kind of what do you do at WeatherXM, so that people who are seeing you for the first time, maybe they've only seen your name, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's what this guy's into."
Yeah, so to introduce myself to you, to the community, everyone watching, I'm Andrija, of course. I come from economics background and finance, but since I really taken an interest in marketing, so my focus was marketing in Web3 technologies.
Yep.
That's something I specialize for, and as of now, I think I've been with WeatherXM for almost almost 3 months, 2.5 to be exact. And my role in the WeatherXM is pretty broad, let's say.
Yeah, I'll
I
say.
do, yeah, I do a lot of stuff. Mainly, I do the community management. I'm the guy that you see answering to many inquiries in Discord. I write announcements, coordinate with everyone, send people to support. Someone that maybe doesn't like that, but that's something I do. Um, Aside from community management, I also do marketing. So I'm in charge of creating newsletters, creating content for our social media. I also help with the affiliate program. I stay in touch with everyone that's trying to work with us. And on the side, I also help the support team with answering tickets since a lot of people are curious and want to have their stations up and running. So I'm everywhere at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of like customer facing stuff is what you're doing. And it's super cool. I mean, WeatherXM is a pretty small team. I think about 30 of us total. And so while there's some folks who are just laser focused on kind of their one thing, you and I tend to think of us like, oh, we got all this, like this stuff, everything that's customer focused, we end up touching it at some point. So let's see. We spent a lot of time in Discord. What are the kind of the big challenges that you see in Discord? We'll talk about challenges and opportunities, but we'll start with the challenges.
So maybe one big thing we gotta address right now is probably the elephant in the room, and like that's the mainnet that everyone's been waiting for.
Yep.
And when we're talking about mainnet, it's from the community side. It's really important for us to tackle any issues that are arising promptly, so that people are not waiting too long to get their responses, get the right response, and then can carry on with earning the rewards. So one of the challenges right now, I would say, which also poses as an opportunity for our server to become a really great one, as we've been working towards it, is a lot of inquiries coming in from all the community members. We're seeing a lot of questions regarding when is mainnet happening, how can I add my network to the wallet, what is the exact date, when can we put in the token smart contract addresses in our wallets, etc., etc.
Yep.
So that seems like a challenge. And we are focusing our community efforts on basically creating like A to Z guide for our community members to go through,
Yep.
and to have all the resources necessary for them to complete the claiming process and get their rewards from their mobile apps to their wallets, and have them ready to go whenever they want.
Right.
So that's the community side, I would say. We're really focused on having the community have all the resources, and we are
Yep.
also focused on having the community know all the information in, let's not say in advance, but in time for them to react promptly. So
And
we
almost
are
like
we're
as it comes out, right? That's one of the challenges and opportunities that we've seen is that the team typically shares things like really quickly after that develops, which is it's great if
yeah,
you want to know everything, but we found it can be super confusing because sometimes you come out with news and you're like, well, this is the news. We're not really sure how it's going yet.
yeah.
So that's been
So right. So one of the big things when I was coming into WeatherXM was, of course, a conversation I had with you and Thanos regarding the transparency of the project. We have a lot of community members, and we're really thankful for all of them. So one of the main things that we wanted to focus on from the beginning was actually getting out all the information as soon as it's happening, and of course, as soon as it's possible for us to get it out.
yeah.
So this is
And
this has been one of the primary focuses of our Discord community, and I think we're doing a nice job of letting everyone in the community know. But as the community grows, a lot more people are coming in, and sometimes we also have to repeat the information and let everyone know. But that's where our community has been really, really helpful, and that is answering and helping out fellow community members regarding any issues that might arise.
yeah, we should probably call out. I mean, Steve, Web Fanatic, Hector, Rev, those
Yeah,
folks who
Rev.
are kind of both kind of semi-official and non-official moderators and just general community members that are doing a really good job. Because obviously, you and I are obviously not the only parts of the community. We're not awake all the time. We're not doing the whole face plugged into computer thing the whole time. So there's been some really excellent members of the community who've come in. I think I Like Cows has been in there, and it's just like, hey, this is what's going on. They're helping community members out. That's what we want to do. So really cool to see those guys doing that.
Right, yeah, and they deserve, of course, to get a shout out because they've been really helpful. I also
Yep.
noticed maybe Scylla, Mickey, Elon Tusk, Geddes. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, so
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
they don't mind. Yeah. Yeah, also on the side of the team, a lot of the team members are staying in the office after hours, working on bugs whenever they arise, because it's a
Yeah.
live thing. These things happen, and they're always on it. So I think both the community and the team are doing an awesome job.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Nikos and Pavlos and Manos and Thanos and
Right.
Stavros and Stratus. It's
Yeah.
just like all the Oses, they're crushing.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
um, if we kind of go a little bit deeper, what's something that you think people should know about WeatherXM that maybe they don't know, or maybe not every first time user knows?
So that's a great question. So what people don't know about WeatherXM is that and this is something I touched upon in the last question, is that we have 25 people in our team. This is a startup that has to scale a lot more, and we have a lot of people giving more than 100% to finish and get out their ends. So, for example, if we're talking about, I don't know, this could apply to anyone in the team, but for example, Stella from logistics,
Yep.
we had a lot of orders during the holidays, and our shipping partners were having holidays as well, so that created small delays. But I was in contact with her during her vacation. She was always there, making sure that the orders are being responded to, and if any issues arise, they're being answered to. So I'm saying Stella as an example because that's something that happened most recently, but this can be applied to the whole team. Whole team is completely on it, and we're constantly working together. It's not like we have departments that are separated because of their roles. It's
Yeah.
that all the departments are working together, and whenever everything new happens, like marketing, support, community, hardware, we're all intertwined and just trying to notify the community as soon as possible.
Yeah. And it really is to me like a lot of folks in the community who are really paying attention on Discord. It's a lot like they're scouts, way out in front of the main force of the army, and they're just like seeing what's going on,
Hmm.
and they're seeing it before anyone else. And so it's really important, but also know, at least right now, the main force isn't there, right? There's all this stuff happening. Like you're finding things out before anyone else. So it's super cool to see the bug reports come in, to see people say, hey, I tried this and it didn't work. I think it's a little bit unusual for a business to do it that way. Like we're not used to businesses. We're not used to Apple saying like, hey, we're going to release this phone, help us figure things out. Like they release something and it's usually pretty good, but they've got what, 100,000, 200,000 people, working with
we're
25 or 30.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I just thought of one thing. So I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I got like a question from one of the community members, which actually really proves what you're saying right now. And the question was basically like, guys, we're approaching mainnet. How ready are you to ship out all the necessary stations that were ordered? And I'm like, okay, this is a great question. This is like looking in advance, but this is a real question. So I talked to Stella from logistics, and so we had a question like, how much time would we need to ship out to actually build and ship 10K stations, so 10,000 stations? And the answer was like 3 months, which is unbelievably good,
yeah, for
So we had
10,000.
yeah, I mean that's a lot of station, and it really shows that our community is thinking ahead of what's going to happen and helping us like notice any issues that might arise in the future. I'm actually really thankful for it.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm a part of a lot of these projects, and WeatherXM, that team has a special place in my heart. Super cool group of folks. I guess we wrap this thing up is as we approach mainnet. Is there anything that we haven't talked about already that you see coming down the pipe that you're like, hey, you're a community member, you should know about this. Folks should know.
Yeah. So we've been getting a lot of questions regarding what is Sepolia, what is Arbitrum Sepolia, what is Arbitrum One. So since Arbitrum One is going to be our mainnet, we're receiving a lot of questions because these terms are constantly creating a confusion, and this is not something we can fix. These are the names of the testnets. The only thing we can do is create like manuals and create A to Z explanations on how to get your rewards to your wallet. So something in the near future that our community members can look forward to is that we're going to have answers to all of their crypto related questions ready for them to check out, learn, and get their rewards accordingly. Also, another thing, maybe it's too early to say, but we've been working on a WG3000, or aka the Pulse, or aka 4G LTE station. So that's something also you guys can look forward to and maybe check out on our website.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's exciting. When we saw the first orders for that come in, I was like, holy smokes, we got to
Yeah,
get cranking on this thing. So
yeah, the
it's
Slack
super
was
cool.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, team's super excited. And the team's very hardware centric. So
yeah,
I think it's good for community members to know that you are not really separated by much from the team. There's not like 9 walls of layers or this really slow trickle down news effect. You get it almost as it happens, which is a little bit different than normal, as we've said before. Usually by the time you get it from a quote normal business, it's already filtered through 900 different things. Here you're getting it pretty raw, which some people are uncomfortable with, but it's been fun, I think, for you and I to come in there and see people have questions, answer the questions to the best of our ability, and then see the community rally around that and be like, yeah, we totally get there are kind of unknown unknowns, and we'll have to figure them out together.
Yeah, it was a really great opportunity for both of us to both learn about the people that are interested in the in becoming part of the project, as well as learn about the project. I know you're a huge Deepin guy, so yeah, it's really been exciting, and I think 2024 is gonna be for Deepin.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a big year. Andrija, thanks so
Yeah,
much for making the time. I know you're super busy. Thanks for coming on and sharing a little bit about yourself and what you're excited about for the WeatherXM project.
thank you, man. It's been really awesome talking to you, as always.